force it repeatedly. The pole can chip, bend, or breaky. This part costs little, but it's inside the transmission. To replace it, disassemble everything. A mistake of seconds generates hours of labor and thousands in repair. The correct solution: stop completely. Hold the brake and only then engage. Park. But the next mistake is so common, you probably did it this morning. Tip number 5. Always use the parking brake. For many people, engage in park seems sufficient. The problem is that inside the transmission, their SA parking lock made only to prevent the car from rolling. It wasn't made to hold the vehicle's weight when you park without the handbrake. All the weight presses on this internal component. Over time, it creates tension, wear, and play. The first sign is difficulty getting out of park, that hard jerk. If it chips or breaks, the repair requires disassembling a large part of the transmission. The cost is in the labor. The professional solution: stop the car, keep your foot on the brake, engage the parking brake, and only then engage park. The weight stays on the brake, not on the transmission. Leave a comment saying if you use the handbrake always or only on hills. Tip number 6. Never accelerate hard with the car stuck. When stuck in mud, sand, or snow, instinct says to accelerate for the automatic transmission. This is one of the worst scenarios. The clutches try to transfer torque to wheels without traction. They slip repeatedly, generating extreme heat in seconds. The fluid overheats and loses its properties. This heat burns friction material, creates metallic debris, and contaminates the system. The driver gets out of the stuck situation thinking it worked, but the damage was done. Days later, slipping. Jerks and failures appear. In extreme cases, the transmission stops working. The solution is control. Use smooth movements between reverse and forward to create rocking motion. Accelerate lightly and use external help like mats or sand. Brute force never works with automatic. Pay attention, because the last tip is the most important. Tip number 7. Never ignore small problem signs. The car still drives, so you keep driving. A jerk here, a delay there, nothing serious. But the transmission always warns before failing. These signs indicate internal wear, degraded fluid, or pressure failures. Continuing to drive makes the small problem become structural damage. The fluid contaminates more. Metallic particles spread and clutches slip. When you seek help, it's already too late. A simple adjustment becomes a complete rebuild. The cost rises exponentially. The solution is smart. Any change in transmission behavior should be investigated immediately. Early diagnosis saves the transmission and your wallet. In the end, almost all these mistakes have something in common. They seem small, quick, harmless. They're habits done without thinking. But the transmission doesn't fail from a single mistake. It fails from the sum of them. Each ignored jerk, each rushed shift, each wrong habit adds invisible wear. The good news is that the opposite is also true. Small correct actions repeated daily make a transmission last hundreds of thousands of miles. Driving automatic doesn't require extra skill. It requires awareness, understanding that there's a complex system sensitive to heat and impact. Those who respect this rarely face problems. Those who ignore it pay dearly. If this type of explanation is helping you, subscribe to the channel. This isn't opinion. It's workshop experience. Real mistakes from real drivers and money you can save before the tow truck. Subscribe and activate the bell, because the next video could save you thousands. Leave a comment saying which of these 7 tips you most need to apply today. Until the next video. More than 90% of automatic transmission drivers make at least 3 mistakes every day without realizing. Each one steals months, sometimes years, from the car's life. The problem is that the automatic doesn't brake all at once. It warns silently. When you notice, the repair bill exceeds $15,000. If you want your car to last and save money, pay attention. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover the 7 mistakes that destroy your transmission without you noticing. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click the button now, because this content could save you thousands in repairs. And leave a comment saying which of these mistakes you've already made today. Tip number 1. Never shift from reverse to forward with the car in motion. It seems harmless because it happens quickly. You're backing out of a parking spot. See another car coming and pull the lever without stopping completely. Inside the automatic transmission, there are internal clutches that need to stop completely before starting another movement. When you shift while moving, you force the system to interrupt one rotation to start another in the opposite direction instantly. The clutches collide. The fluid heats up brutally and burned. Particles break loose. The transmission works for months, but the damage has already begun. The result appears as jerks, delayed shifts, or slipping, and the bill comes heavy. The solution is simple. Stop completely before changing direction. Always. But there's an even worse mistake than this one. Stay with me. Tip number 2. Never believe the lifetime fluid myth. The manual says it doesn't need changing under normal use, but heavy traffic, heat, hills, and stop and go aren't ideal conditions. The fluid creates pressure, lubricates, cools, and allows the clutches to function. Over time, it loses viscosity and becomes contaminated with debris. When you drive thousands of miles with old fluid, the clutches depend on this dirt to not slip. Many cars show failures precisely when the fluid has never been changed. The wear happens without noise, without a dashboard light. When symptoms appear, the damage is advanced. The cost between $8,000 and $20,000. The solution is clear. Change the fluid periodically, even if the manufacturer says it's lifetime. Tell me in the comments, have you already changed your transmission fluid, or are you driving with the original factory fluid? Tip number 3. Never stay for a long period stopped and drive. The car is stopped, your foot on the brake, but the torque converter keeps working. It tries to push the car while the brake prevents it, generating constant friction and heat. On hot days or in long lines, the temperature rises quickly. Heat is the transmission's greatest enemy. It accelerates fluid degradation and reduces component life. The wear is cumulative. Over time, irregular shifts and overheating appear. The solution is simple. At quick traffic lights, drive is acceptable. If you're finding this useful, share this video with that friend who drives automatic. Tip number 4. Never put it in park before stopping completely. You hear a clack and go on with your life. That sound is the American Paul trying to lock gears in motion. This part was made to prevent the car from rolling when stopped, not to brake when you